The following tutorial is going to provide an overview of Google's Mindmap. Mindmap is a diagram used to represent words, ideas, tasks, or other items linked to and arranged around a central word or main idea. So as mentioned previously, Mindmap allows you to make a visual representation based on a main idea or keyword. And you can do it in a variety of ways, but you begin by using these nodes. And within the nodes, you can create all different types of branches or connections to your central idea. So you can add a child, a sibling, a parent, and you can connect them in different ways. You can change their colors. You can add different attachments and links to them as well. But let's begin by understanding the mind map environment. So at the top here we have your toolbar, and you can see here you have kind of a quick reference if you want to click on to select adding a child or a parent or a sibling to branch off from your main idea. But you can also do this by using this, and let me circle it in blue, this red dot here. When you click on this, it actually will add and branch off from your idea to create the visual representation. So you can do that over here, and again clicking on the different style of nodes further to the right on the toolbar. Here's our area where we can save and share our mind map. And again, same holds true for this drop down box over here where we can create a new mind map, open one, save it, export it, and so forth. And then over here we have our standard editing tools. Now we also have other tools that allow us to really enhance our mind map. And let's move on to our next window to be able to review those. So again, this is what's called our node. And from that, we branch off to whether it is a child or a sibling or a parent, and we create different nodes to make a graphical representation. When we've selected a particular node and are working within it, we use this inspector, which allows us to edit our node. As you can see right now, if you look at our main node, which is right here, it has a dashed border around it in yellow. The background is white. The font we can change, the styles we can change, the colors we can change, and then we also have some other features down here which allow us to make more enhanced connections within our mind map. The first one is the connect, and the connect would allow us, instead of just branching off from our main node, which would be our central idea, if we wanted to make a connection from maybe our sibling to our child, that's how we connect two nodes that are not from the central or main idea. Then we have attachments, add images, and then edit or add URLs. And you can also see these tools here listed right above the node. So let's take a look at those a little bit further. So if we're working with our inspector and we're editing one of our nodes within our mind map, we can attach material. Now, most of this, when we open up and click on the attach, this is the dialog box that will appear. Now, most of these within the toolbars are self-explanatory. We're familiar with them because they have a similar look to many of the tools that we've already been exposed to, whether it's been in Word or PowerPoint or Docs or Sheets or what have you. So you have your traditional printing and saving and formatting and font styles, but what really seems to stand out within the attachment are these tools here. So the first one, these three right here, these are used to link or anchor to other websites. Whereas these tools here allow us to enter in, for example, this one would be entering in a formula, or here we would embed video, right? We can insert an image, right? So there's a variety of tools that can be used within the attachment area within the inspector. The next area is adding an image to your mind map. And so when we click on the image, this screen pops up, this little dialog box here. And this box right here is actually empty. When we click on the inside of this box, it'll actually open up another dialog box that allows us to choose an image from our, whether it's our hard drive or an external drive or Google Drive, and we can select our image, which obviously appears here. We choose the alignment, the size, and then when we click on Save, the image, based on whatever node we've added it to, will appear within the node. So we can add an image. Again, very helpful when you're developing a graphical representation of thoughts and ideas, and maybe through brainstorming activities. So the last idea or tool that we're going to cover is adding a URL. Simple concept, we're all familiar with URLs and what they provide. They link to important information that you want to share with someone. And so in this case, we click on our URL. We can add it here. The simplest way is a right-click copy, Control-V to paste, and to enter it into the box here, and then we click on Add, and will actually appear here, and you can see a little bit how this attach, when we attached a document, it turned blue. Now, when we add a URL, it will turn this link right here to blue, and that will allow the user to click on that when we share it and open up the URL. And basically, that is how we use. So here we have a mind map that I created based on a workshop that I was providing. We started off with our large node here, which I inserted an image into, which represents the main idea and developing ideas. And from that, this outlines the research process in terms of selecting a specific subject matter, basing it on a passion, and then looking next at what your outcome and the measurement that you will use to assess that. Of course, we need our massive literature review to really support our outcome and our measures. And from that, we put the research process into place with our methodology. We receive our results. We analyze our data. We write our discussion, recommendations, and conclusions. And there you have your research process.